Hello, good day. My name is Prince Yamika Sali. We'll be looking into something different on the crypto space, and we'll be looking into this percentage. You can see this percentage. This is PNL percent, and you can see this is 1,218, and you'll be wondering, what is this? What is this? Okay, and you can see this also. It says it is 56.74%. Okay, let's go down. See, this is 202 percent, and we'll be looking at it like, wow, this is extraordinarily too much. The percentage is just too much, and we'll ask ourselves, why is this like this? Okay, now look at this trade. You can see we are trading with 179 in trade. That means that is what is being allocated to this trade. That doesn't mean that is what we have in the trade. It is just what is being allocated to the trade. Okay, so that simply means this trade can only liquidate when this percentage, when this amount goes to this amount. Are you getting it right now? So this is not training. You should be paying me specially for this. Now, what I'm saying is this. Your trade, leave the percentage, leave the PNL, which is why we are here, but leave it. I'm talking about this because of the fear. You know, you always see this fear of, something percent deep, you know. So you only liquidate in this trade when this equals this in negative. That means, you know, minus 16 is our loss right now. You understand? And this is what we have in the trade that is being allocated to the trade. So you only lose. That means there can be stop loss. Don't miss it. Don't misunderstand me. There can be stop loss, but you will only liquidate. For example, the system might decide to just stop this kind of trade and, you know, start a new trade, and you lose minus 16 so that you can start afresh and make good money instead of wasting time in this trade. That is automated. But when I mean liquidate, in SARAI, you are trading what we call, isolated trade. That means there is an amount of money being allocated to each trade. And if that money that is allocated to that trade is being exhausted, that particular trade will liquidate. Others would not liquidate. For example, if this minus, this is the dollars that we are losing at this time. This is minus 16.87. When it gets to 179, we get liquidated. You understand? So the same thing here, we have minus 2 here. If the minus 2 gets to what we call $72, which is being allocated to this trade, we get liquidated. Do you understand? So that is the only time we will get liquidated. This trade, we have minus $42 presently in loss. That means a floating loss, a loss that has not been lost is floating. We have, you know, floating loss and floating gain. A gain that you have not claimed is a floating gain, because it might go back to floating loss. That means if you don't claim it on time, the price of that coin might go down and it might go into negative. So this minus 42 would get liquidated. When I mean liquidated, this particular trade will get liquidated only if it gets to minus 112. You understand? There are a lot of tactics. This trade presently at minus 1,200, there is something called DCA. I call it average cost pricing. That means where you buy more of that coin reduce um, to reduce the amount on each coin. What I'm trying to say is this: assuming you bought 10 oranges for $100, that's not possible. But you know, it might be special oranges from heaven, especially when we go to church. You know, they might give us some special orange that will bring wealth or make open ways to fertility or something. So that simply means one of the orange is $10. You understand? Now, assuming this now goes down to 50, the price of the coin, the price of each orange is $10. Assuming the price of each orange is now $5, that means you cannot sell. Otherwise, you'll be losing $50 because it has gone halfway. So what we do in crypto is that when it is $50, when it is $5, you know, 10 oranges, $100, meaning that one orange is $10. So when one orange now becomes $5, we'll buy 20 more. And that 20 will be purchased at $100 because one orange is now $5 instead of $10. That simply means we now have 30 oranges for just $200. So one orange now will come in between 5 and 10. So one orange will be probably, let's do the maths. Do I have a calculator here? Okay. One orange, that is 200 divided by 30. So one orange will now be 6.6. So instead of me waiting till one orange becomes $10 to sell, I only need for it to come to an approximation of $7 before I sell, which is closer to the new price and probably achievable faster than waiting till it goes back to the original. So that is what we do in crypto, and that is the definition of floating loss and so on. Now, where I'm going is coming back to the percentage that you're saying. The percentage will be determined by the X that you're trading. In SARAI, in our team, we recommend 20x. Fine, but that doesn't mean you cannot trade 10x. 10x, it should be 10x. Let me start doing things properly now. So it should be 20x. That means 20 times, 10 times. The x is times now. Should be 1 times 1, 2. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. Times 1, 2. Oh, God. Now, 10x. So, and it can be 20x. What does these things mean? It simply means that you have $100. Let's put it that way. You have $100. And we now say you can choose the X that you want. And you decide to choose 10x. Okay. You decide to choose 10x. So the system will now trade 100 times 10 for you. So this simply means the system will be trading $1,000 for you. But you have $100. The system will trade $1,000 for you. Now, where the that particular percentage comes from, we'll get there. Now, but note that you only have $100. So don't forget, we are borrowing you $900. That doesn't mean the $900 is for you. So this is where the bet comes in. This is where the bet comes in. The bet simply means that if you choose a particular trade, you predict a particular trade, and the trade gets activated, that means you predict right, your percentage will be on $1,000. For example, you're trading $100 with $100 and you did 10x. And you say that, oh, this coin is going to go positive 2%. It's going to go negative 2%. What does the system do? The system will now look at you and keep watching you. You know how crypto works. It will first of all come to 1.9%, go back to 1%, later go to minus 5%. It will be jumping up and down and playing up and down. Before you know it, you cash out or you lose. Let's say you cash out. I don't want you to lose. Well, that doesn't mean you will not lose. In Jesus' name, you will not lose. This is crypto. It is the business. Leave God alone. Do your game. It's just like we have two teams from two different countries, and probably we are both Christians, and we all pray hard. What do you want Jesus to do? Do you want Jesus to now cite someone like, oh, you did not pray well? Or probably you stole chicken one day like that. Yeah. Jesus will just watch you and let, your leg judge. So this is crypto where things works the way it wants to work. But we are just to at least play around and see how perfect we can make it work more for us in the good light. Coming back to my topic. Now, when you choose 2%, that means the system will be looking at 2% of $1,000. So what is 2% of $1,000? Let's go and check. Okay, this is 1,000 times 2%. So that's $20. Instantly, you get your $20. But where the system is watching and praying for you, because they are praying that you lose. That is the bitter truth. It is your head that is making you not to lose. Like Yoruba will say, if your head babody, and you lose, you might lose your entire $100. Now, or you accept your loss earlier. And the problem about accepting loss earlier is you might not know. For example, losing. Probably you've lost $50 and you say, I don't want to lose the entire $100. But before you know it, at that $53 minus $53, the system will just change and do what? And go back up and give you probably plus $50. You understand? So it's a crazy game, but you just need to be patient and be technical about it. Now, we move on. Say, moving on. Now, moving on, we need to understand, just a minute. Moving on. Now, what I'm trying to say is this. That is the profit. But where the issue is this. Remember that $100 is in the system. That means you have. So what the system will be waiting for is for there to be a reverse on what you're trading. What am I trying to say is, when your loss, you can get any profits and on these $1,000. But when it is becoming a loss, the system will be waiting for this $100 to be exhausted. Immediately the $100 is exhausted. That means immediately your negative goes to minus $100. The system will cancel this trade and take your own $100. You use their own to bet to want to earn huge. Or yours to receive your entire trading capital. Now, that huge minus, the way it works is this. You know that trade is working on your own entire capital. It's working on your own entire capital. That simply means that you have $100. You are trading $1,000. Now, the system will be calculating like, okay, in $1,000 that you're trading $1,000. Do you realize that 2% of $1,000 is $20? Do you understand? It's $20. The system will now check what is the percentage of $20 in your own entire, what do we call it, $100. You know, when you are trading, your capital is $100. You understand? $100. But you are trading with $1,000. So if a trade goes minus 2% of $1,000, the system will now check that minus that 2% of $1,000 is $20. What is $20 out of your own entire money? $20 of your own $100. Let's just do a rough math here. 100. Okay. Sorry, we are trading. Our capital is $100, and we want to check times what percentage will give us $20. That is let's see, times 30%. That is $30. You understand? That's $30, and we need $20. So times what again? Times 20%. 20%. That is this. So when that trade that you're looking at, it's minus 2%. That means the trade has gone against you minus 2%. But when you're looking at your own capital, it's going to be minus what? Minus 20% of your own capital. So the huge minus you're seeing there, it is the minus of your own capital that you're trading at that time. So that's the effect. I think you understand. You're trading with $1,000. The system is trading with $1,000 for you. And the system goes minus 2%. Minus 2% is of 1,000 is 20, is minus $20. So what is minus $20 of your own capital, which is $100? That is minus 20%. So most of the time, it's not that the coin has gone extremely deep. It is because of what you are trading with. Now, this is 10x. Let's look at it. Assuming you're trading 20x times 20, that is 2,000. Then let's calculate times how many percent? Times 2%. We are still talking about 2%. 2% is $40. So that simply means that this kind of trade, let's check what percentage of $100 is what percentage of $100 will give us 40. Let's try 40%. That is 40. So if you are trading 20x, at that time when the coin goes minus 2%, it will be minus $40. Minus $40. And minus $40 is 40%, is minus 40% of your own capital. That is what you'll be saying there. Let me just explain this in a layman's language. When you're trading 10x, okay, I'm writing it better now. When you're trading 10x, it simply means for every minus 10% of the new capital, it will be minus 100% of your own capital. Do you understand? Minus 100% of your own trading capital at that time. Of your own trading capital at that time. 100% of your own trading capital at that time. Do you understand? So it is awesome. It is awesome. So if the coin goes minus 20%, you see minus 200. If the coin goes minus 50%, you will see what? You will see you will see 500. Yeah, 500. You will see 500. You understand? Now, another little maths. Most of us are trading 20x. You understand? We are trading 20x. So that simply means for every minus 5%, your entire capital is gone, which is minus 100% of your own capital. So anytime the coin goes minus 10%, you will see minus 20%. If the coin decided to go minus 40%, then this divided by 5, that is 8. So that simply means you'll be seeing minus 800% in that place. So that is exactly what you're seeing right now. Now, because we are trading 20x, why is my system, this is a new phone, so I think probably, I don't know, I think my server is a little bit slow. I mean, my browser. This page is not always refreshing on time, and I don't like it. Let me just pause. Okay, it seems it's not working, so Nigerian network. Okay, I think I have a snapshot, so let's go to the snapshot. This same trade I've been on for some days now, and let's see. At this time, okay, let me take it off. Okay, at this time you can see it is minus 10, and the percentage here is 304, and here it is just minus 2, and we have 62, 63. Then we have minus 8. We have 50, 251. So now, in a simple calculation, we are running 20x, and we are on a short. So it simply means there is a bull run right now. That means the coin is going on a positive trend. They will still come down, don't worry. Okay, whatever goes up will come down. Now, in a simple term, what you need to understand is you don't need to disturb yourself about the 304 because we are trading safe, unless you didn't do our settings. 304 divided by 5. Okay, 304 divided by 5. So actually, the system, the coin has gone on a bull run of that means on a bearish. Yeah, on a bearish. Which one now? Bearish, and is on a on a bull now. Which one? Now wow, myself, are they confused right now? Okay, it simply means the coin has increased in value with 60%. So what you're seeing here is 304% because of me using 20x. That means it is what the actual amount that I'm losing at this time is 304% of my capital. You understand? Or how should I explain this? It is just 60% of the coin going down. But what I'm losing right now is 304% because that is what the amount is on my capital, because that simply means that the system is tapping into the reserve. That is the reason why it is not getting liquidated at that time. If it has been the capital that is in the trade, for example, if I want to trade, I want to trade $5 and I'm using 20x. That simply means I'm trading $100. So at a particular time, when my $100 has gone 60% of my $100, that is $60. $60 is 304% of $5, which is my entire capital, which is my real capital. And what that means is that if not for the reserve, I would have liquidated when the coin went to 5%, because that is when the entire capital, or my entire capital, would have been exhausted. You understand? So that's that. Then let's check the second one. This is 63. So 63 divided by 5. 63 divided by 5. So that is 12.6 percent. That means the coin only went down 12.6. Oh, against me, it is going up. I mean, 12.6%. So that's that. Then the other one, the last one, which is 251, 251 divided by 5. That is 50% on a bull run. You know, all these are, most of them are shit coins, in the exception of the one in the middle, which is TRX. That is a stable coin, and that is why you're not seeing the percentage going that much. So shit coins goes very high and they go very low. So they give you a lot of profit when it is going in your favor, and they might give you a lot of loss when it goes against you. So this is just an explanation on these or on this topic, on these PNL percentage. So you don't be scared, don't worry, be happy. Now, probably I'm telling you, let me see. Okay. I think that will be on another topic. Thank you very much. God bless you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you love this topic. Crypto related topics, analyzing crypto, talking about crypto projects, talking about trading and so on. Thank you. And honest, very, very honest review. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.